Right, good morning folks. Welcome back to Northwick. Just trying to get dressed here a minute. Right, I'm dressed. So, this morning we started a bit early, it's just after 7 o'clock, and we are getting ready for TV testing. So, not ideal, no one's favourite job. We sent some animals to slaughter fat a couple of weeks ago, and one of them in the abattoir came back with lesions. So it means we have to have a TV test. So that's what we're doing this morning. We're doing the jabbing, day one. So we've come in a bit early to get all the cattle in so that when the vet gets here we can just start testing. So I'm just here setting up some gates. Phil's gone to call a load of cattle. You might be able to hear him roaring in the background. And we'll do some testing, but not ideal going down in the slaughterhouse. We only had a test just after Christmas, wasn't it? And then we had an IR. So then we had to have her tested again. And when she went clear, we thought we were alright, but now we've had this other one go down in the slaughterhouse. We've got to test again, so that's the way it is. So this yard is now all ready, I think. Just look through there, make sure that's shut, which it is. We've got a couple of gates here on wheels, so we can move them across to block the cattle going up the top end of the yard. Donald. So Phil's just up there getting the cows. There's an electric fence that goes across half of this field, which is where he is now. As you see, as he's pulled it back, the cows will run through, so hopefully they'll run down to me. Go on! Come on! Good girl! Come on!
Some of the stabilisers literally just come through the fence and gone back. The head straight to the plate. Come on! Come on! Come on!
Right, it took a bit of persuasion, but they're all in the pen. So the vet will be here in 10 minutes and we'll be able to make a start. So we're going to head back and join up with the other half of the team and see how they're getting on, getting their cows in. Morning lads. Now I'm afraid you are going to get jabbed twice in the neck today, so prepare yourselves mentally, alright? You're a good lad, aren't you, eh? Yes. Places cows should not be. On the lane right next to the dual carriageway. Only moved these yesterday morning, so how they've got out of their field, I have no idea. Come on cows, come on, come on, come on, come on. They seem to be following me, so that's alright. Luckily we have a very good padlock gate at the top of this lane. And some very good fencing between the lane and the dual carriageway. But could have done without this morning. Go on cows! They're quite good, they're following me. Taxi! Went alright?
Yeah, it did.
So John, Craig and the vet are off doing the heifers, which is also on this part of the farm. They run the cows out before they left. We've run the techno group, which are the experimental ones, in, and we timed it about right that they should be finished up there. We can start doing these ones. So it's the next job. So guys, slight change of plan. As you can see, we're now in the tractor. We finished testing all the cattle at home and at the research farm, so the only ones left are on the away ground. So the vet and I think there's 4 of them gone. Well, it might be 3. Bruce, Craig, John, Phil. 4 of them have gone up to get the cows in and put them through the race. And there was a little bit of fertiliser that wanted doing, so I've gone on to do that. I'm going away again tomorrow, so get that done. It's also easier to do it because I want to do it on the techno plots. All the cows have been taken off and put in one mob, so they're not in the way of spreading fertiliser at the moment, so it makes sense to do it now. So we're putting on 95 kilos per hectare of nitram, and then also 50 kilos per hectare of MOP, which is muriate of potash. So we have to do it in 2 different loads. So I've got the nitram in the spreader now. We'll stick that on and then go home and get the MOP and put that on afterwards. The heavens have also decided to open as well where it is, so it'll wash the fertiliser in a bit. We've got a John Deere Gator over here that has found a wet hole, so I've got to pull that one out as well. So I brought a chain with me, so we'll go and pull that one out first before we do anything else. There it is, stuck in the mud. So I'm here on my own, so I'm going to have to try and pull it somewhere up onto the top of the hill there. So how well that's going to go, I do not know, but we'll give it a go. Even if we just get it onto this bit here where it's dry, that'll be better. At least we'll be able to drive it then. So I'll get up to it and put the strap on and give it a tug. Right, I put the little chain on. I've only had a chain, I haven't got a strap, so I'm not really sure how well this is going to go. But we're hooked onto it at the front. I've put it in neutral and I've taken the handbrake off. I'm just going to very slowly let off my brakes. See if we can pull it. So far so good. Of course I've got no control over the steering though, so I'm going to put it back in a straight line until it's on drier ground. Right, I call that a success. Go and take the chain off and get someone to come pick it up. So it's really hammering it down with rain now, so I'm just waiting a minute because if I chuck the fert on this, it's just going to wash off. So give it 5 minutes for the rain to calm down a bit. It looks a lot lighter now where it's coming from. We've had a really horrible dark cloud over us, and we'll go again. Right, the rain's gone. I've done the first half of the field. It's a bit of an awkward one on the first spread in front because it's one big field split into about 8 sections, but it's 2 different fields on the GPS. A lot of people would say, well, why don't you just remap it as one? But it's not as easy as that because you can't do a complete lap of the field very easy because there's so many various fences that would need taken down. So it takes me a little while to do it because I've got to do it in sections instead of just doing 11 hectares of up and down, but we're getting there. I've got another little bit to do in this corner and then I can go on the other half. Start. Right, that is the nitram spread. I'm going to leave the MOP tool next time because I'm running out of time. I've got to wash the spreader off. I've got a heap of paperwork to do that I'm miles behind on. The weather's pretty atrocious and I'm just doing more harm than good driving everywhere, I think. So I'm going to get back to the yard, wash the spreader off, take my paperwork in and then worry about the rest of it next time. Right guys, I've just finished and got back into the shed. I washed the spreader off. I always do when I finish using it, just because I don't like it sitting in fat. I'm going away for a couple of days now, so it won't be used, so best to just make sure it's clean before it sits in the shed. I also gave the tractor a bit of a quick swill off, but didn't really wash it properly. As you can see, we are in the new shed. It is pretty well finished. There's just a couple more little things to do to it, but I'll wait until it's fully finished to give you a proper tour. They've got a little bit more to do to the grain store over there. Just wanted to show you this stabiliser arm. So I made a new stabiliser arm for the back of this tractor. I don't know why, but this tractor had two stabiliser arms that were run on springs, so that you couldn't ever tighten anything and stop it wobbling on the back. So you see there's still a little bit of play with this vert spin on the back, but there's a lot less than there was before, because even though you had both arms tight, the spring in them still meant that everything could wobble really well on the back. So we've stopped that now. But all it is a couple of pieces of scrap that I found in the workshop that had threaded ends, welded them together, and it'll do a bit of a job. So I leave the tractor parked here. I hope it's drained all out now. I've left it here running for a couple of minutes. Yes, there's no water in the bottom, but that'll be it from me for now. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully TB testing will go well when they read them on Thursday. I won't actually be here, but I'll put a note up on the YouTube channel to let you know how we got on. If you want to follow any more of my social medias, they'll be on the bottom of the screen now, but the links are also in the description, as they always are. If you could do me a massive favour, give the video a thumbs up, that'd be spot on. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want any GM farming merch, we've got shirts, hats, hoodies and beanies, then let me know via one of my social media outlets. And yeah guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.